There are stories and stories of people who've had their destinies rewritten. Many of them achieve success by the sheer strength of their ability to spot opportunities in the most challenging situations. They stand out and grab our attention as they have gone on to change the rules of the game. Superprime Productions proudly presents Game Changers, the exciting stories of some of these remarkable men and women who think and do things differently. Welcome to another exciting episode of Game Changers. Today, we bring you the fascinating story of a man who came to Dubai 56 years ago at the age of 18 as an office assistant and later became the owner of that company. Buxani came to Dubai to join ITL Cosmos, an international business house engaged in trading activities, on November 18, 1959. Through his hard work, perseverance and business acumen, he rose step by step in his career and now heads the company as its chairman. Over the years, Buxani has created a niche for himself among the Indian community in Dubai as a seasoned businessman. He has been a witness to each stage of Dubai's evolution into a modern metropole. Let us welcome Buxani to this special edition of Game Changers. 56 years ago, Dubai was a different world. Young generation may find it difficult to imagine such world ever existed. At that time, Dubai had no airport or seaport. Ships had to anchor 4 or 5 kilometers from the shore. From the ship, passengers got into small boats which carried them to the shore. In those days, the easiest way to reach Dubai was by sea. From Bombay, it used to take a minimum of 5 days to reach Dubai. The young Buxani found his maiden ship journey to a foreign country a life-changing experience. He had no clue about the place or what was lying in store for him. Still a teenager, Buxani was not mature enough to think anything else other than securing a job that could support his family.
I came to Dubai 57 years back. I was merely 18 years and my dream and only expectation was that I should earn enough to take care of my family. There was no other expectation as such. At the age of 18, I think people are not tuned to have practical and high expectations.
Passengers arriving in ships got onto boats in the outer sea and reached Dubai through the creek. The boat jetty was near the present-day Divana Mary. It was the place where late Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum attended Majlis. The custom and immigration offices were also located in the same place. Since Dubai was a small place, there was not much incoming traffic from abroad. Immigration was very informal. If for some reason there was any delay in stamping the passport, one could leave the passport with the immigration officer. One could come later and collect it. Or it could be sent to the person's workplace.
The ship anchored in the mid-sea and from there we had to come by small boat to the shore. There was minimum formalities there. The immigration officer, very informal person. He just took the passport and he said, you go and tomorrow we will send you the passport. And this exactly happened. And the baggage was taken away by coolie. Passport was kept by the immigration officer, and I proceeded to the place where I had to work, because it was still evening time and sun had not set time, but I still spent a couple of hours in the office before going home. But in the meantime, baggage went there. Now the beauty is the place was so small that by the time I reached the office, practically whole town knew that I had come. Not that I was a very important person, not that I was holding any big position, but the place was such, the intimacy and relationship among the people was so close that it was simply a family atmosphere all over the town.
Time for a short break. Stay with us. Manipal University, Dubai. Game Changers. Presented by Dodge in association with Universal Hospital, Jet Airways, Majestic Optics and Olive Builders.
Manipal University, a top-ranked university with over 400,000 alumni globally and one of the largest and most advanced campus in Dubai, offers merit-based scholarships worth AED 2 million. Choose from the graduate and postgraduate programs across various disciplines. Also introducing new programs such as BCom Professional, BBA Hospitality and Tourism, BBA Family Business Management, BSc Applied Science, Bachelor of Design, MBA Global Business, 3-country program. For admissions, call +971 44290 777.
This is Michael. For graduation, he asked his father for a Dodge Challenger, but he said, "No, no." And this is what happened. So, wasn't a Dodge better?
Life is what we share. The beginning, the mornings, the happiness, the pain. We too share life with you. Universal Hospital, Wings of Wellness.
Jet Airways, India's premier international airline, flies direct and daily from UAE to Mumbai, Delhi, Kochi, Mangalore, Hyderabad and to 46 other destinations across India. Also connect daily to Bangkok, Singapore, Hong Kong from UAE via Mumbai and Delhi. On board, experience our warm Indian hospitality, extra perks in Premier, spacious legroom in economy and world-class service. So whether it's flying for business or pleasure, choose to fly Jet Airways.
Manipal University, a top-ranked university with over 400,000 alumni globally and one of the largest and most advanced campus in Dubai, offers merit-based scholarships worth AED 2 million. Choose from the graduate and postgraduate programs across various disciplines. Also introducing new programs such as BCom Professional, BBA Hospitality and Tourism, BBA Family Business Management, BSc Applied Science, Bachelor of Design, MBA Global Business, 3-country program. For admissions, call +971 44290 777.
A gem among luxury of urban atmosphere with finest amenities. The new living space to be happy. Olive Alicia, Kakanat, Olive Yanta, right in the heart of the city. Next to shopping spot Lulu and Metro. Olive Yanta, Edapalli.
Olive Builders, living spaces at ideal locations.
But Dubai was so small that it had only one road, which was just half a kilometer long. Everybody knew everybody else in town. On the other side of the creek was Devra, which was also very small with about half a kilometer long road. There were no motor cars because there were no roads. Land Rover four-wheel drives transported people and cargo through unpaved sandy terrain. There was no telephone, no electricity, and no piped water. Imagine surviving the sweltering heat of summer without even a fan. Bedouins brought water on donkey backs from far off places. Kerosene lamps provided light at night. Life was tough and a long struggle.
When I reached home, I could see that living facilities are very primitive, actually even lower than the villages of India. There was no running water, there was no electricity. We had a kerosene lamp at home, and it was a month of November, so it was not very hot. But in absence of electricity, there was no fan, and there's no question of air conditioning at that time. And running water not being there, we had to collect the water in a bucket and use it in toilets and for bathing also. Water used to be brought on donkeys from faraway places by Bedouins, and they used to sail by team. Each donkey would carry two teams on both the sides of the donkey, and it would be sold at 4 annas. Yes, I mean 4 annas because Indian rupee was in circulation. Indian currency was in circulation here. So quarter rupee, 4 annas means quarter rupee each teen. So one donkey load will cost us 8 annas. We will clean the water because the water contained cockroaches, flies, ants, and we would clean it and boil it and then use it. There was again another type of water which used to come from little faraway places, that was for drinking, and that would cost 8 annas a teen. That means 1 rupee a donkey load. That also the same process was applied and make it potable. But when we drank that water, we knew what we were drinking. That sort of water definitely gave us a lot of immunity when we traveled back to India. We would not be exposed to any sickness which is happening these days.
Dubai had no municipality at that time. Opening a shop or business required no documentation. Look for a suitable place, put a name board, and start the business. There was no telephone, since the entire town was only half a kilometer long. One could personally meet everyone and pass information directly. Practically, everybody knew everyone else in the town and met most of them every day. There was no bridge across the creek. Abra was available for people to cross the creek from Burdubai to Dera and back. In low tide, water level went down, and in some places, people could cross the creek by foot.
I distinctly remember when I arrived in Dubai, there was no telephone. There was not even a single road. There was not even a single car. Just imagine and compare, today's bustling life, the number of cars, the traffic congestion against only 57 years back when I came, there was not even a single car and there was no road and there was no telephone. The place itself was would extend about 3/4 of a kilometer on Dubai side and 3/4 of a kilometer on Dera side. Dubai side would end where Ambassador Hotel is there on one side and where ruler's court is on the other side. That was town. And since there was no telephone, one had to walk. Because the place was so small, in the process we could meet everyone on the way and greet them then that means everyone met everybody every day.
Since there was no telephone, people who lived and worked in Dubai those days had to depend on letters to communicate with friends and family members. Telegram and wireless services were available for business activities. Letters reached Dubai mostly by sea mail. Airmail came to Sharjah, and from there the letters were brought to Dubai and people collected the mail from the small post office.
The mail used to come via Bahrain. So that means mail would go from India to Bahrain and from Bahrain to Dubai. Dubai was not having airport, so by these Gulf aviation flights which operated thrice a week to Sharjah, the mail would be brought by those. Newspapers would come by sea mail because there was no newspaper here, and by sea mail, and the ship used to come every week. It was very interesting. When the ship arrived, we would go and clear our mail, bring 5-6 newspapers, and immediately we will get involved in reading newspaper to know exactly what is happening, because there was neither TV. We could hear to the radio station radio, but they were not giving comprehensive news, and particularly local news. So newspapers we used to get every week from by sea mail, and the letters would come. It would take about 6-7 days to reach here. It was very interesting. Whenever the plane arrived in Sharjah, people would eagerly await outside the post office in Dubai, because no sooner the plane would arrive, Land Rover will pick up from Sharjah airport the post bag. It will come to Dubai, come to Dera, and by boat it will come to Dubai side, and the post will be sorted. And we will wait outside the post office and keep on opening the post box every maybe 5 minutes, eagerly waiting. And some people will get the mail and they will start reading from their dear ones, maybe from wife, from mother, from other family member, and some who had not yet received, very eagerly, with sad faces, they will still stand until they finally get it. So that was, and you could meet outside post office practically all the top who's who in Dubai. They had different purposes of communication. Some were getting from family, some were getting from business point of view. But outside post office, it was a good meeting point for most of the people.
Let's take a break. See you on the other side. Manipal University, Dubai. Game Changers. Presented by Dodge in association with Universal Hospital, Jet Airways, Majestic Optics, and Olive Builders.
Manipal University, a top-ranked university with over 400,000 alumni globally and one of the largest and most advanced campus in Dubai, offers merit-based scholarships worth AED 2 million. Choose from the graduate and postgraduate programs across various disciplines.
Also introducing new programs such as BCom Professional, BBA Hospitality and Tourism, BBA Family Business Management, BSc Applied Science, Bachelor of Design, MBA Global Business, 3-country program.
For admissions, call +971 44290 777.
For his birthday, Alan wished for a Dodge Charger, but things went differently. And this is what happened. So, wasn't a Dodge better?
DePaul University, a top-ranked university with over 400,000 alumni globally and one of the largest and most advanced campus in Dubai, offers merit-based scholarships worth AED 2 million. Choose from the graduate and postgraduate programs across various disciplines. Also introducing new programs such as Become Professional, BBA Hospitality and Tourism, BBA Family Business Management, BSc Applied Science, Bachelor of Design, MBA Global Business, 3-country program. For admissions, call +971 44290 777.
Life is what we share. The beginning. The mornings. The happiness. The pain. We too share life with you. Universal Hospital. Wings of Wellness.
Mark always wanted a Dodge Durango, but he knew that his son would want to drive it. So he didn't get it, and this is what happened. So, wasn't a Dodge better?
A gem among luxury of urban atmosphere with finest amenities. The new living space to be happy. Olivalisha, Kakanad, Olu, Yanta, right in the heart of the city. Next to shopping spot Lulu and Metro. Olu, Yanta, Edapalli.
Olu Builders, living spaces at ideal locations.
Dubai's expatriate community those days comprised mostly of Indians. There were also Pakistanis and Iranians. Almost all of them were involved in trading activities. Families were few.
It's true that most of the people from Indian subcontinent, they were in business. There were workers also, but they were also mostly their own family members, maybe cousins or nephews or our far relatives, but mostly they were there. Very few outsiders were also there, but mostly the businesses had family members.
Things began to change when Sheikh Rashid decided to deepen the creek. It was a masterstroke that changed the destiny of Dubai. Dhows or cargo vessels which carried goods into Dubai and from there to neighboring countries had to wait for high tide to enter or leave the creek. Because the creek became very shallow during the low tide, Sheikh Rashid realized that by deepening the creek, dhows could come and go any time without waiting for the water level to rise up. But to deepen the creek, the ruler had to spend 300,000 rupees. He did not have that much money to spare. When dhows started coming without any hindrance, trading activity picked up and flourished. When trade started picking up, more traders started visiting Dubai. To accommodate them, hotels had to be built. Buildings had to be constructed to open more shops. Roads had to be built to transport cargo and people. To develop infrastructure, workers and skilled people had to be brought in. Facilities had to be created for these people. This was the way Dubai developed. If you look at Dubai's development, one common thread you could see is the development of infrastructure. The rulers created infrastructure and facilities. These were the attractions for investors. Dubai still continues the same policy, but at a much more sophisticated level. By creating best infrastructure and suitable business atmosphere, investors could come and set up business. This would provide opportunities for more development. This business model helped Dubai to evolve from nothing into one of the most modern metropolis. The growth in Dubai has occurred in the span of 2 generations. It now has the busiest airport, tallest building in the world, the largest container port in the region, and the longest driverless metro in the world. There is no parallel to Dubai's development anywhere in the world. When business started picking up, ITL Cosmos approached Sheikh Rashid for a formal license. Sheikh Rashid promptly issued a decree. Thus, Ideal Cosmos became the first company to receive a formal business license in Dubai. Sheikh Rashid also allotted a plot of land in Meena Bazaar for the company to build its own building. Those days, Meena Bazaar was the heart of Dubai where most of the trading was conducted. When postbox system was introduced, Ideal Cosmos received postbox number 6. First 5 numbers were given to nationals. Thus, Ideal became the first foreign company to receive the first postbox. Buxani says, Dubai market taught him his life's lessons. It was his university.
When I came here, there was no Dubai municipality. So the business was so simple that you come to Dubai, hire a shop, put a board of your choice. I mean, you did not have to take any permission from any authority about the name of the business, and you start the business. That's all. Even going and opening the bank account, you did not require any further formalities about it. When I came to Dubai, I mean, I did not have to go through many processes to understand the technicalities of business. On the contrary, sitting on one small chair in small business, one had the opportunity to see and learn all the business nitty-gritties like shipping, insurance, credit facilities. So from that angle, I always say that Dubai for me is really a universe, and universe which is not less than any university in the world.
As a person who grew up with Dubai, Buxani has witnessed Dubai's miraculous growth into a most modern city. Has he ever felt that he was missing the old world charm of Dubai?
As a person, I definitely miss old Dubai. Many people still ask me how we used to survive in olden days without water and electricity and basic infrastructure. But the fact was that when we were in the company of so many people and they were also living without grumbling, we did not feel it uncomfortable to lead our life in that atmosphere. As a matter of fact, I feel we were quite comfortable at that time, even comparing to present day facilities and infrastructure which is available. But change is the most inevitable part of the life. If we have to attract a new generation, the new technology has to be made available. If we want to attract people coming from other countries and be part of the development, all this change has to come. So we have to accept the change, and I think both the situations, the past and present, have their own charm, and it's better for the old generation to blend both the things and live peacefully.
Since Buxani enjoyed a unique position of seeing Dubai's growth at close quarters, he decided to write his life experience. His memoir, Taking the High Road, was published in 2003. It became an instant hit. Over the years, it was translated into 6 Indian languages. Second English edition came out 2 years ago. The Arabic edition was launched recently by Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi. Washington International University also awarded him a PhD. Ram Buxani has transported us back to the olden times and to the magic of the old world charms of Dubai. And we also got a perspective on how visionary leaders can make changes in the society and move with times. Along with Buxani, we salute the great leaders of this nation for creating an environment for people from around the world, irrespective of their race, color and faith, to come here to live and work. With this episode, the first season of Game Changers has come to a close. We will be back soon for season 2 with a new set of exciting and fascinating stories.